And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your producer, Tony, here. You can actually see my face now. Welcome back to Views from the Sidelines. My other hosts, they're in the other side of the glass for me. But let's just give a quick round around the table, just reintroducing each other, all right? Hold on, wait. Give me 1 second. Still trying to figure out what's the best approach here for this new... There we go. Say hi, gentlemen.
Liam, back at it. Second week of the NBA. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir. Regular season on its way. My name's Edward. You already know. Best podcast in Annenberg and soon to be in the world. If this gets 1 million likes, I'll drop out of school live on stream.
Okay. Hear that? He'll drop out of school. That's how much he loves the game.
What's up, y'all? It's Dash. Shout out Modest Bucelis already.
You kind of look like Modest Bucelis.
Most improved player, front runner for me. And R.I.P. Eck. Eck doesn't do back-to-backs. He's kind of like Joel.
We're loan managing Eck.
We miss you today, Eck.
We're loan managing
Eck only goes every other. So
seriously?
Eck is low-key like Udonis Haslam, bro.
He's like on the verge of retirement right now.
He's legacy. He's legacy.
He's a legend.
We give him a contract because he's a part of the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can't not bring him back.
Back when this used to just be called EckPod. So
The Eck cast.
yeah. But yeah, we got more ball to talk here, gentlemen. Yes. I mean, the season has started for sure. We have a couple undefeated teams out there. Mostly on the... Well, actually, it's pretty split even.
2-2, right?
2-2.
Two each conference.
2-2.
Yeah, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder, reigning champs, at 6-0. Makes sense.
Yep.
They got the largest winning streak because they played the most games so far this season. But then up there with them is the Chicago Bulls.
Matas.
Unexpected.
I'm just like, what? I don't understand, but we'll let them rock.
Yeah, I mean, we see hot starts like this from time to time. Was it the 2022, 2023 Jazz that started like 5-0 and then won like 20 games? So
that 20.
I mean, the last year's Cavs won a bunch of games.
I was just about to say that,
and then they won 64?
I was going to say mediocre teams to start the season hot, like the Cavs. I mean, it happens once in a while.
64 wins. All right.
That's a new one.
It's too early to say anything.
Let's not disrespect them, but all right. And then the Sixers too.
Yeah, and the Sixers at 4-0.
That's unexpected.
The generator.
The generator is him.
I know.
him.
Like,
But
it's been all about the rookies. The rookies and the young guys. Tyrese Maxey looks
30,
like the
39
franchise player that the Philadelphia 76ers should be.
Yep.
We're looking at a top 3 backcourt, I think.
Yeah.
VJ and Tyrese.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, for the future.
And when Jared McCain comes back and Quentin Grimes back there, that's a great backcourt.
It's a deep team.
My biggest issue right now, and I know this will kind of hopefully chill out a little bit when Jared McCain and Paul George are back, if Paul George comes back. But VJ and Tyrese are both averaging over 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
That's a lot of burn early in the year.
especially for a rookie.
That's a little worried about that. Keep an eye on it. Hopefully when Jared McCain comes back, they can chill out a little bit. But
Yeah, I mean, this is a really decent roster. If you're going to get production like that from your backcourt, you're getting 70 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost unstoppable. I mean, something that would make that really good is like an all-world center. I just wish they had that. You know, that'd be
Like
that
an
team would be
MVP
really
level
complete.
center.
I know. Just a great playmaker, great shooter. That would be a great addition to this team.
Or like a wing that makes like $50 million a year and
Yeah.
is like an MVP level scoring two-way wing.
yeah,
That would be so
I mean,
great.
this team would be unstoppable, but right now their backcourt is really dominating, and it's great to see VJ, definitely the front runner as the rookie of the year.
right now.
But Tyrese also leading the league in points per game. Just something I didn't think could happen. I mean, we don't know if he's going to keep it up to that point, obviously. But to start the season, they are on fire.
They're hot.
I mean, I remember us talking about the Sixers before the season started, and we were pretty low on them just because, you know, we weren't high on Paul George, we weren't high on Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And we said if they're going to see any success, it's going to be because Tyrese Maxey and some of the young guys put the team on their back. And, I mean, that's exactly what's happening.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I do think we got to check it a little bit. Tyrese is not going to average 39 points a game for a season.
Yeah.
And obviously, if he did, that's why they're good. That's why they're at the top of the East right now. But I do think with the Hawks, the Magic, both struggling big time, the Pistons not looking as good as maybe we expected. They and the Bucks really snuck into the 3 and 4 in the East conversation for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Tyrese is just taking another big leap this year, like he did last year and the year before. He's just developing more every year, and I think it's fair to say that he is now the number 1 option on this team.
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously, he's not going to average 38 a game, like you said, but it seems like he can stay in that 30 range, honestly, because he is such a dynamic scorer. He can shoot it really well. He can drive really well. And having VJ right next to him, too, that's going to draw some of the defense to him. Yeah. So having that ability to dish to someone like VJ and have his gravity on the defense, too, it just opens up so much for him. And if he can keep up 30 to 31 a game, I mean, this can continue to be a top 4 seed in the East for the rest of the year.
I agree.
Keep in mind, this is a rookie that if he can average that kind of output, that's amazing. Yeah, but that also we haven't seen that since the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Ooh. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty high bar. Would you say that's like they're dependent on him at this point to start off his career?
I think a little bit. Right now for sure. But I do think some of that pressure will be alleviated with McCain coming back, especially if he looks like how he did. Because he can come in and play the 2, can come in and play the 3. And I do want to see what a lineup looks like
with all 3 of those guys.
With all 3. Yeah. Is that feasible? Who's going to guard, a bigger wing? Is that McCain or is that VJ? Probably VJ. And is he up to the challenge? We'll see.
I mean, he had some pretty crazy blocks.
He's an athletic guy. He's got all the tools to play great defense, but can he handle a bigger athletic wing? And we'll have to see.
I mean, I know it's at the beginning of the season, y'all, but I'm not going to lie. I don't think all 3 of these guys stay on the same team this season.
Oh,
wow.
I can't do that. I don't think
you could part with any of those guys as a Sixers front office guy.
No, I mean, obviously, if there was one, it would be Jared McCain.
Absolutely.
In my opinion. But I don't.
That would be tough.
He looked so good.
That would be crazy if they made a win now move at the deadline and ship McCain.
What would they grab? Because
I don't even know if you're one guy.
And you're not one guy. I think the biggest thing about that is you're not getting a more productive player than McCain at his price.
Exactly. He's on his rookie deal.
You'd have to package Paul George in with it. Or Embiid.
Yeah.
No one wants that.
No one wants Paul George, man.
It can't be McCain alone. It has to be McCain and George, McCain and Embiid, and maybe someone will give you some big wing or a big who's going to actually come in and be an all-star.
But you're telling me Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and one other all-star is going to take you where you want to be? I doubt it.
Well, this team is in the middle of a rebuild, of a rebuild, in fact. This is probably their second year, I would say, of that. You can't blow it up this early for a win-now move because you don't know what this team is going to look like. You were asking if they're reliant on VJ and Tyrese, which absolutely they are. VJ has played 39 minutes is his minimum amount so far. He's played 42, 40, 39, and 40. And like we said, for a rookie, that is just ridiculous. And when Jared does come back, that will go down. But obviously, they are reliant on his scoring and his ability to lead the offense. And when Jared comes back, we don't know what that's going to look like because last year he was on the same trajectory that VJ is on right now. He was looking really good.
We had him in
dynamic guard.
Talks,
he was the favorite when he went down for the whole year. And so I don't think you can't say that you're in win now mode just after 4 games. And when Jared comes back, it will be more like 20 to 25 games. But still at that point, you don't know what your team's going to look like that late in the season, especially if you're playing a rookie this much because he's going to get tired later in the season. He's not used to NBA minutes like that. So you have to ride it out this year. And maybe if you feel good in the offseason, you can make a win now move if this team stays like this, but this is too early to call.
It's too early, and also I think it's good just for this team to be in a rebuilding stage where they can give guys like VJ and McCain space to develop.
Absolutely.
I mean, the second you make a big move, obviously you ship McCain, but you put a lot of pressure on the young guys who you guys kept, because now all of a sudden they're thinking about, well, we got to win. The front office just sacrificed this dude. And now, there's a lot of pressure on these young guys. If you just are comfortable in the rebuild, let VJ, let these guys, you might have 3 all-stars.
Yeah.
In your back pocket in the future.
I don't necessarily hate the idea of a trade. I just don't think this is the season for it. I think down the line, we could absolutely be calling for, okay, one has to go. Maybe it's McCain at that point. Maybe it's Edgecombe at that point. Maybe, God forbid, it's Tyrese at that point. Who knows? But I just don't know. I don't see that being this year. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. But with the backcourt of Tyrese, Jared McCain, VJ, and Quentin Grimes, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is how I feel about that backcourt, Tony. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
They have also played the Wizards, the Magic, the Hornets, and the Celtics, who are 4 of the bottom 6 teams in the East right now. So
not great.
We absolutely cannot jump to any conclusions.
And then the last undefeated team we haven't talked about, kind of on a similar note, hasn't played much of anyone, but the San Antonio Spurs. How do we feel?
A lot of excitement about. Man.
You can't not be excited about the Spurs.
Oh man.
Well, they beat the Heat today. That's
Wemby
not a bad
is
game.
So
The Heat
good.
are pretty good.
Just tell me about Wemby, man. Let me hear it, Edward.
Just so good.
Don't get me started, man.
Geez.
Oh my goodness.
This is every man's dream.
You can't even talk about him enough. Dude, did you guys see that
He's
TikTok?
so good.
Did you guys see that TikTok with the jersey laid out on the bed, and then Stephon Castle was like, "Oh, I'm sending this in the group chat."
What do you mean by that?
What?
I did not see that.
Yo, I'm gonna pull it up, bro. Let me pull it up.
You can show us that later. Or now.
Okay. Or now, I guess. But I don't know. The Spurs are very interesting. Obviously, Wemby could win an MVP, in my opinion.
Wemby.
I think, I don't know. It's interesting, and they're undefeated, mind you, without what's supposed to be their second best player, in De'Aaron Fox.
Let's talk about it. Yeah,
and that is also an interesting development because of how this backcourt's playing. What happens when Fox comes back?
I don't know.
Yeah, you have Wembanyama is your highest scorer by far at 31, but their next 3. Castle, Vassell, and then Harper.
Yeah.
Those are all guards.
Yeah.
And so when Fox is ready to come back, you're going to have to kick out either Castle or Harper. And
Vassell's going to play the 3 because the other 2 aren't big enough.
Yeah.
And having someone like that coming off your bench is going to be a weapon.
Well, they've been having Dylan Harper, come off the bench for
a
good bit, and he'll continue to do that. I think he's great at that
he's
role.
Got no game starting.
But I don't hate that at all. A rookie shouldn't necessarily, especially in a team like this. I don't think you want a rookie starting on a playoff team if that's what the Spurs want to be. So I love Dylan Harper coming off the bench, but for me the question lies sort of what we were talking about in the Sixers in the future. We have to give Dylan Harper that room to grow into, I think we all think he can be a superstar. And how are they going to create space for him? Does Fox go? I think Castle might be a slightly lower ceiling kind of guy, but a great floor. Can he be maybe he's just a great sixth man for the rest of his career? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, honestly, I don't think it's as much of a problem as you're saying. I mean, look, when you have these high-profile rookies, either you're going to give them space and they're going to be on a bad team, or they're going to have a lesser role and they're going to be on a good team. I think this is just one of those second cases where Fox is going to be that number 1 guy, that point guard, and then Harper can come off the bench. As far as Castle goes, I actually think, if you remember the way he played at UConn and just the type of player he is, he's not a guy. I mean, I think he's really stepped up and been a guy who has the ball in his hands all the time.
He doesn't need it, though.
Yeah, penetrate the point of attack. But when Fox comes back, he can fall back into that defensive role, cutting off the ball, just the 5-tool player that can do it all. And I think he'll find a good place there. So then you're looking at a kind of starting 5 that's going to look like Fox, Castle, Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Wembanyama. And while you might think those first 3 guys are a little small, I mean, you have Wembanyama in the paint to back you up.
Yeah.
And that's a roster that, quite frankly, I like a lot.
I do too. And the bench is deep. I mean, if that's the lineup we're going with, then maybe KJ off the bench and Dylan Harper off the bench.
Yeah.
That's two
It's
great
awesome.
guys. Luke Cornett.
I've been saying KJ off the
underrated
bench
big,
for a while.
Backup big. I love Luke Cornett as a backup big. Kelly Olynyk too. Just like can come in, give him some burn. Jeremy Sohan hasn't played yet. Another good forward.
We do not care.
Another good forward can, score it a little bit and can really play some defense. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a deep
great
team.
roster.
It's a
It's a
young
great
team.
roster.
Yeah.
They have
Very
so
young
much
team.
room to grow. But yeah, it'll just be interesting to see. I agree with you this year. Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
love Dylan.
if anything, it's a great problem.
Yeah,
to have.
and could Dylan Harper win 6th Man of the Year as a rookie? Absolutely.
Dude.
I actually think so.
Dude,
but
yeah.
but what happens, when he goes in? Maybe it's not year 2, maybe it's year 3.
Yeah.
When you're like, okay, Dylan
It's
Harper,
time for- it's
Dylan
his
Harper,
time.
He needs
It's
to
his
start
time,
a
yeah.
game. Is it De'Aaron that goes? But we'll see when we'll cross that bridge when it. When it
Well,
comes to
I
it,
mean,
so.
just for reference, Jalen Williams, J-Dub,
Yep.
by the way, the first Jalen Williams, the important one.
J-Dub.
He took that step in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a lot of people have been saying that
The
this
third
year
is the
might
year.
be for the Spurs the year before the Thunder won the championship, where they
I
potentially go on a semifinals run. Who
Yeah.
knows?
see something like that.
That's,
But-
for sure.
that's what I was saying to you the other day. Is that it's the same thing. You stack up a few good years of high draft picks, and you don't play well, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And you just build talent, and that talent is going to grow, and you're going to have players step up before the other ones. Like Wemby stepped up a lot,
Yep.
and you have a player like Dylan Harper who's really good, but he can only grow.
Yeah.
And we see that with the Thunder right now, with Chet only getting better.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep developing and developing. And with Fox coming back, I can't imagine he doesn't average less than 20 a game.
Yeah.
He's such a
He's
dynamic
so good.
scorer. And
Great
he's
passer.
going to be the best
I am
shooter
the
on
chosen one.
or the best guard shooter,
Yeah.
probably.
I don't
Him and
I wouldn't
Dylan,
put him
but-
at best shooter necessarily. De'Aaron's been, kind of a career average-ish.
Yeah, but I mean,
average-ish
he'll
three-point
get it
shooter.
done. He'll get it done. Yeah.
You can't leave him open. But
Yeah.
but him getting to the rim, throwing lobs to Wemby is going to be huge. I do think they're going to be really fun to watch when De'Aaron comes back.
Yeah, it is really going to open up the offense for that team more than
Yeah.
it already is with
Well, and-
a 7-foot freak. And
Yeah.
so just having his presence there and his ability to run the offense is going to be great. Now,
And-
he did sign a 4-year extension in the offseason, which does complicate things.
Yeah.
But if he plays well enough, I think he is going to be the priority to move on because he's still a youngish player. He's hitting his
yeah.
prime.
Yeah.
And so a team if
could
he
use
does
him.
do
There's
well,
teams that could use him.
then
It could.
you absolutely trade him for a dynamic forward and
Yeah.
just complete that
And-
roster.
I think we're also forgetting De'Aaron Fox. They called this guy the swiper. He
He can
come
play
in-
defense.
Him and Wemby actually as a pairing defensively, I think is really effective. I think
And Castle at the perimeter.
and obviously Castle's a lockdown defender on the perimeter. De'Aaron's less of a lockdown defender, but more of
He's pesky.
yeah. He's gonna force some turnovers.
Oh, yeah, he gets in those
And
passing lanes,
He's
yeah.
gonna get some steals, passing lanes. He's gonna poke the ball out from ball handlers, and they are not gonna be a fun team to try to play
No.
offense against.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know the Spurs better play this guy for at least the next 2 years, because if they're going to trade him eventually, I'm just letting you guys know. I mean, this is way down the line, but the 2029-30 season, he's making $63 million in his season. That's his last year, but like,
That is
if you want to trade him away, maybe do a little earlier, but I still think that they can hold off.
There's actually-
This just seems like a contract where he plays 2
Kinda
prove it
gross.
years,
Yeah.
and then you move off him to a win now team
Yeah.
and get a good player in return. I think the Spurs are absolutely going along the Thunder route and are just going to dominate the league for the next few years.
Yeah.
That could be. It's scary to be in the West right now if you're not
Absolutely.
a Thunder
Yeah.
or a Spur.
Yeah.
Not
by the
John
way,
Morant.
not
Not for John Morant, though. He's not fine in
Oh,
that.
he's
He ain't worried
Warriors
about
are
it.
fine in
He's
the
not
West.
worried about
the
that.
Warriors are not fine in the
Whoa,
West.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
What happened?
Whoa, whoa,
Do we want to give a quick update on what happened tonight
whoa,
to the Warriors?
We could talk about the Cavs first.
Absolutely. No.
No.
I like agreeing with Dash here. Let's take a look. For those who don't know, the Warriors played the Milwaukee Bucks at away.
Yep.
Granted, at what time was it at that the game started? 5 p.m.
Local time was 7.
Local time 7. Okay, cool. So Kuminga he did good. He got 24, 8 and 4.
Yeah.
Good shooting. great, whatever. Quentin Post, 0 points. Your starting center, by the way. They benched Al Horford today, and he put up 3 points.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler, 23-11. All right, that's fine. 7 for 18 is kind of nasty. And then on the other side, let's just look at the defense. You had Cole Anthony put up 16. So you had that guy putting up 16. Ryan Rollins for 32 points.
Rollins.
By the way, Rollins made his last 4 threes.
Yeah.
Like, he just banged.
He really dominated the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
The Warriors kept
No
scoring, and the
Antetokounmpo.
Bucks were just not letting
No
them get
freak.
any
I think
closer, so.
I think what we really, really need to make a point here. A loss to the Bucks is not the worst thing in the world. A loss to the Bucks without Giannis is not a good look.
It's not, but it's also the NBA. And like
Yep.
we see, it's not like the Bucks didn't get production, because they did.
Yep.
Now, you could say that is on the Warriors, but it really is a double-sided thing. Rollins just, I'm sure he has a little
Hit some
anger
big shots,
towards
hit
the
some big
Warriors for
shots.
trading him, because they didn't even give him 2 years to develop him, and they shipped him off for
I did forget
Chris
that he was
Paul.
on the
Yeah.
Warriors.
They drafted him after they won the championship and then shipped him for Chris Paul. But I don't think this is a terrible loss. A lot of teams will lose on other coasts, not on similar times. It does suck that they lost to the Bucks without Giannis, but I'm not mad. Kuminga had a great game. Steph and Jimmy did as well. It was just, it does show a concern for lack of depth for this team. So that
was the concern at the beginning of the year, though.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a concern the whole year. I don't know if they're going to make a trade, but along with that, like you said, Post is very off and on. He had a good night against the Clippers, and then tonight just didn't have it. So you're going to get mixed production from...
But he only shot
I
4
think
threes.
I think
Yeah, you're going to get mixed production from your 6th to your 11th man every night, and I think you're just going to have to live with that. We know that this team has a ceiling, unlike ESPN. This team is probably not going to be in a win column that starts with 5. It's going to be a high 40-win team, I think. And they've had some really good wins, we know. Like, the Nuggets game was great. And then to beat the Grizzlies and Clippers back-to-back is not great, but it just shows...
Yeah, winning back-to-back is...
Yeah,
still
winning it back-to-back, especially when you're the second worst team in the league, is a good accomplishment. And I think this team is just going to have games like this all year. You're going to have nights where you look really good, and then 2 days later, you're just going to look like a completely different team.
And I think we're kind of going back to it ain't Warriors basketball if we're not worried about the center position.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we do not care.
Quentin Post and Al Horford. Maybe you thought preseason Al Horford.
We really
can
liked
come in
Al
and
Horford.
Al
solve
Horford
things,
was locking up Jokic low-key.
We loved Al Horford.
but I don't know. I think we're just worried about the 5 again. But I see what you're saying with it's. I'm going to disagree with you on it's not a bad loss. I think losing to the Bucks without Giannis is a bad loss. But bad losses happen in the NBA.
Happen.
That's what I was trying. I'm not
82
saying
games it happens,
I'm not
yeah.
saying it's not a bad loss. I'm
And-
just saying it does happen.
Oh, and I know watching my Cavs
We know bad
lose to the
we know
Celtics.
bad losses happens. Yeah, enough about Liam's team.
Yeah.
We'll give you some time to heal. But now let's talk about the other team that
Let's
took
talk
a big
about
L.
it. Well, I have a few thoughts. I mean, first, I don't want to make too many excuses, but I do want to just acknowledge missing an All-Star and Darius Garland hurts.
Oh my God, bro.
They're missing a superstar.
And missing but that's kind of an all-year deal. Like, we know the Celtics aren't good because they don't have Jason Tatum. Yeah. Darius Garland will be back. Max Strus will be back in a while. So there's 2 starters down, 2 guys who started last year. And then missing Sam Merrill, which before the season saying missing Sam Merrill, you'd be like, come on. But
I'm like, who?
watching him in the first 4 games.
Yeah, your third highest score.
Third highest score.
Yeah.
He led the league in threes before missing
Yeah.
this game. He's still, I think, top 3 in total made
Yeah.
threes, even with missing a game. So I mean, those are big losses for the Cavs, and I think those definitely played a part in the second half because we really struggled to create any kind of offense. But what was the problem the entire game that was not affected by those injuries at all was rebounding the basketball against a Celtics team with a front court of what Neemias Queta and like
Neemias
Luka
Queta.
Garza.
Yep.
Like we shouldn't have trouble with an Evan Mobley and a Jarrett Allen getting boards over them, but the Cavs have struggled rebounding the ball last year, this year. It's been a theme, and I'm not sure why.
Maybe the Cavs just aren't that good.
I'm not going to go there.
Josh Minott having 15 boards from the wing spot. I will say what I've worried about watching this team in the postseason. Yes, we've had injury postseason runs, and I will stick by that. I think healthy Cavs give the Pacers a really good series, if not beat them. We would see. But what's been an issue is the physicality and rebounding, and it doesn't look much better this year. There's no one in that locker room that I really trust to come in and with some real grit and go get boards, whether that's from the wing position. It could be a Josh Hart for all I care.
Yeah.
I need someone in that locker room to, just go in there, fire the team up, be a little more physical. Yeah. Evan Mobley is a great technical big. He's not the most physical big in the league. Jarrett Allen has all the tools to be the best rebounder in the league. And he's a great rebounder sometimes. But
he had 6 rebounds.
He's not physical enough sometimes.
His defensive matchup was probably Josh Minnow was probably on Evan Mobley, but Neemias Queta had 13 rebounds and Josh Minnow had 15.
Yeah, Josh Minnow had 15, and he was actually guarded a lot by DeAndre Hunter too. And he's a guy who's big, who's long. He's got all the tools to get rebounds too, but he's just not going up and getting them. And it feels like the Cavs have all the talent, all the size, all the offensive ability, all the defensive ability, but the rebounding and physicality isn't there.
Yeah.
And it has to come. This Cavs roster isn't one you should really shake up. The only trade I would maybe look at is a Jarrett Allen trade, but it has to come from inside the building, inside the locker room. Someone has to blossom, and we'll see.
I think another point that you didn't quite mention, especially with the part of missing Darius Garland, is you kind of wanted Lonzo Ball to be an important piece stepping into that point guard position when you're missing a guy like Garland. And I know you can speak to this more than me, but he hasn't really been playing well, at least to my knowledge.
Definitely not shooting well. I think if you watch the games, you'll be more impressed by Lonzo than you would just looking at the box scores. I think he comes in, you noticed him in the game for sure. The advance, what he does so well is, someone inbounds him the ball and he pushes
great
that
intangibles.
Pushes that up court immediately. Great passer. Obviously, we know that. But the way he can help this team run in transition is awesome. The shot is not falling this year.
He had 3 points in 24 minutes, and that's just not going to cut it from your 6 man.
He's averaging 4.8 points in 24 minutes.
They also had a total of 18 points from your bench, while the Celtics had over 45.
And
you're not
to
gonna
be
the
fair,
Celtics,
the bench is decimated with injuries, and I think it's actually coming into the year. We all think Lonzo, great 6 man. I think obviously it's early, but maybe this is an overreaction. But it feels kind of safe to say Sam Merrill is the 6 man of the Cavs, and I feel confident with that as our 6 man, but I would like to see Lonzo take a step up, especially with Darius. Darius hopefully coming back sometime in the next week or two. Yeah. Would love to see how the team looks after.
I
about
actually
DeAndre
can't
Hunter.
blame the Cavaliers. I think I would be scared too of getting Jaylen Brown's fake hairline on my jersey.
Yeah,
playing
dude.
the Celtics.
Oh my
So
god!
I think how they play defense, just shying away from him and not letting them rub the hairline.
You know
on
what
their
I was
chest,
wondering?
that was really
Can we talk about that?
How is he the first player in NBA history to have the fake hairline rub off? Is he seriously the first NBA player ever to use the fake hairline?
Yeah, like how did
that can't be.
LeBron? No, I think
Absolutely
LeBron in one game.
So how come we never had a clip of LeBron's hairline getting rubbed off?
I know. I
Jalen
think-
went into his chest with his head and went.
No, but it happened more than one game. Like it was a basketball play. It was a basketball
To
play.
answer your question, I actually think that there was one game. I think it was a Christmas game where LeBron, I think he was rubbing his head and then
The hairline came off.
and then AD was like, "Yo, like,
Chill out."
Like, and then he like tapped his head a little bit and he was like, "Oh shoot!" Like, because you could see the bald spot like starting to come back. But yeah, can you just explain like what happened for those who don't know?
Yeah, for those who don't know. Edward, you want to take this?
For those who don't know, basically Jaylen Brown did a kind of like step through move where his head bumped into the white undershirt of an opposing defender, and afterwards you could see a distinct black mark on that defender's white shirt. And so, it's very clear what happened.
We've seen this in multiple games, by the way.
Hairline came off.
One against the Pistons, on like that sort of sleeve of the undershirt.
Yeah.
And then the big one.
It was the Knicks game.
Bro's got to stop using
the
that.
big one.
Nights.
The big one was the OG swipe across the jersey, left a huge streak on OG's jersey. But
I want to know what OG thought.
it has to be some. I mean, it had to be some sort of error from Jaylen Brown. I feel like there's so many
Jaylen
guys
Brown's
that
making
use-
too much money to use Beijing.
And then he went on a Twitch stream the next day
And said,
called,
big
guess
bro.
who? LeBron James,
James.
asking about if he should go
Yeah.
to Turkey to get a transplant.
I'm gonna step in here and defend my glorious king.
Okay.
I think it's one thing to have your hairline rub off a little bit when you are 30 at the point that the clip you were talking about. He's 38, 39, and Jaylen Brown is 27.
No, LeBron he's genuinely 41.
No. But when was the clip? You were talking about?
When that was happening, I think that was 2022.
So yeah, like 38.
38, 37.
Jaylen Brown's 27, 28.
Well, to be fair to
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, I'm pretty sure he cut his hair off. He wasn't balding like that.
It was them damn braids. I'm telling.
It definitely was because he did the reverse.
He did the reverse.
I'm
he flipped
I'm
his
just
head
saying-
upside
Here,
down.
now
Yeah.
it's down here.
It's just like I don't think the pretty boy light skin you can't be shade. Not everybody can be shade.
Not everyone can be
Putting on those braids for like a year and a half for Jaylen Brown literally costed this man his hair just because he wanted to act a little pretty. Just stick with just the handsome look, man. You got the hair, you have the jumbo beard. Just keep it Arcadian.
Had the smarts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
speaking
He says
about-
he was smart. So,
Yeah,
like,
speaking about Jaylen Brown, Con Knipple
Sir.
Con Knipple is absolutely tearing it up. He might be rookie of the year,
Okay.
second or third.
No,
Second or
fourth.
third in
Fourth at
that
the highest.
rookie of the
Fourth
year
at the
race.
highest.
Just want you guys to know, through the first 4 games, he has the most 3-pointers made in NBA history through the first 4 games of somebody's career with 15.
Would you like
He
to
is
guess how many points
absolutely shooting the lights out. He might not have had a good game tonight.
No. Please take a guess.
He might not have had a good game
Take
tonight.
a guess at how many points he had tonight.
I'm not sure. I'm
Just
not
take
sure.
a
I didn't
guess.
see.
Just take a guess.
Like the way you're talking, I don't know, like 6 or 7.
5.
Oh, brother.
Edward.
5 points.
Yeah, but you gotta admit he's lighting up. He's being super efficient, playing his role, catch and shoot guy. It just seems like every time he lets that ball go, you think it's going in. I think he's shooting over 50% from 3 on the season.
He lets that ball go. He knows it's going.
Yeah, just put 3 on the board. Just I think he's shooting over 50% on the season.
At this
shooting
point, put him in the
exactly
3-point
50.
contest.
Yeah, at 50, at great volume, and he's really just playing well. So I wanted to shout him out.
I agree. Shout him out. He's shooting great. If he keeps doing this, he's going to have a long NBA career. But I think don't get it twisted. I don't see him in a class with the other rookies with Cooper and VJ and Harper. Those guys all also have very high ceilings and are dominating, or are not dominating, but playing very well already.
Yeah.
Where Con Knipple, like, if he's shooting great, he's gonna have a good career.
Yeah.
But that's what it's up to.
Yeah, I was just going to say
He's not
that
gonna get much better than this.
so far, the nights that his three's fallen, he's scoring and he looks good. And the nights his three's off, he can't score in any other.
Yeah, I
any
mean,
other way.
it's
Yeah,
his
I
role.
mean that's the kind of
for
guy
ref-
he is. Yeah, but
that's what they drafted him to be.
yeah,
And,
just wanna
and
shout
you
him out.
Can't blame him
For
for
reference,
sure,
the NBA released their first rookie ladder, and they have VJ Edgecombe at 1, Cedric Coward at 2.
Cedric, I forgot he has been balling.
Yeah.
Absolutely balling for the Grizzlies, and
They've needed it.
they have needed it. He's been efficient, which is rare. I think a lot of times we see these scorers from college come on in and they can still put up some numbers, but on low efficiency. Cedric has been efficient, great, no complaints, good on the defensive end, great wing.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Dylan Harper at 3.
Yeah.
And you guys,
And
mentioned
then I'm
how
guessing Cooper at probably is 4.
a Coop. I could do a deep dive and see how
He's been playing well.
Where's Coop at?
He's picked
His
it up.
last few games have been better.
I think
for
it,
sure.
it sucks for him to kind of come out on opening night and them to put such a big spotlight on him, trying to make him play point guard. I think That kind of sucks for him. It's going to affect the public view on him for the next couple weeks, next week or so. But he's been great.
Yeah. So we got Cooper at 4, Trey Johnson of the Wizards at 5. He's averaging 15 a game.
It's been great.
He's I actually coming into the draft, I was really high on him. I think he's got one of the highest ceilings. I mean, as a movement shooter, he was unbelievable.
Great scorer
at Texas. And then number 6, man, Con Knipple. No rookie in NBA history has ever hit more three-pointers in his first 4 games. Shooting 53% in those first 4. Oh man,
these are actually good numbers. Though.
He is amazing.
Is he coming for Steph's record?
Well, he's going for Keegan Murray's record for the
rookie threes,
which is 206. Yeah,
Keegan Murray lit it up his rookie.
Yeah.
Coop had 2 points against the Thunder on 1 from 9 shooting. It's not a good game, but he definitely has been picking it up since that first game.
Yeah, he's put up 20 a couple times.
The Mavericks are asking a lot of him. And he is stepping up to that role, but that team is going to be pretty awful until Kyrie shows up.
That team is pretty terrible right now. Hopefully, I mean, I think they're more than a Kyrie away at this point. AD doesn't look quite the same. You saw him hobble a little bit.
Yeah, AD, he had an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
Related injury. He didn't tear it or anything. Don't worry for those at home. Yeah, he's fine. But, yeah, I mean,
it's AD.
Nico Harrison. This is the experiment. I'm just saying, this was the year everybody was calling me crazy, like, oh, what are you talking about? It's still a bad trade, even if it doesn't work out the first year. It's like, no, I'll give it some time for the second year to work out, but you can't afford Kyrie being out.
He got blessed. Imagine no Cooper Flag on this roster. He got just blessed by the lottery.
See, the thing is, that was a win now.
Blessed is a strong word. I don't know if I would have used blessed, but, I mean...
That Luka trade was a win now move, and obviously that first year got blown up by Kyrie's injury, so we can't really blame them. And this year is just not looking up to the hype.
Yeah, I mean, when we were talking about the Mavs in the preseason, we were kind of approaching it as if Davis was kind of that like top 5, top 10 guy, and at least a top 5 big, just that dominant 25 points per game, double easily, dominant on the defensive end kind of guy. So far, he's averaging just barely 20 points a game. I mean, clearly he hasn't been that guy who just wrecks the game when he's in there. So obviously, that's going to change our expectations for the Mavs a lot, as you guys were saying, especially without a guy like Kyrie.
Yeah, especially not only the fact that they are missing Kyrie, but the way the roster is built around Kyrie being the ball handler. They don't have a real secondary option to handle the ball. They thought Cooper Flag was that guy. And, I don't think that's necessarily a stretch for kind of Cooper Flag's future. But right now, is he really ready to be a point guard? No, of course not. And they shouldn't, have forced him into that. But I don't know. It's been definitely a little bit of a failed experiment. And again,
I mean, it's early, but they don't look good.
No,
they don't look good.
And I think, obviously it's early and maybe we shouldn't judge him this hard, but also you traded a superstar who didn't want to leave. Not only a superstar, but I think consensus.
He was supposed to have a statue.
Consensus top 5 player in the league.
Perennial MVP race guy.
Yep. Every year.
However, I have been seeing a little thing on Lakers Twitter.
Oh boy, Lakers Twitter.
I know that it's really early in the offseason, but Austin Reeves has looked great.
He has looked great.
He has looked great with the ball in his hands. And some people have said already, with Austin doing this good, looks like you could trade one guy away. And
I was just thinking maybe.
And it can be Austin because it looks like he really does need the ball in his hands.
I was
going to
say that, but because obviously when Luka comes back, he's going to go right back to the secondary option, and when LeBron comes back, he's probably going to go back down to the third.
Exactly.
And he has been looking great, and he can be a good piece on
34 points a game, man, and 10 assists.
And he can be a great piece on a team that needs scoring.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a flat-out great player.
The Mavericks.
He's just a flat-out great player right now.
A team like the Mavericks that needs a guard that can score.
You said the Mavericks?
A team like the Mavericks that can
So like they give up, they give
I'm
Lakers
sorry.
their first option,
I'm
and then
sorry.
they take their third option.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very nice of the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And I think
The way that this trade would work out is if
We're not Lakers fans.
a Lakers guard for who? A center on the.
I think you just send D'Angelo Russell back to the Lakers for the third time. But seriously, he's looked great.
He's amazing.
But we definitely know that he needs the ball in his hands. He's not the type of player that can really help when he doesn't have the ball. So I think if the Lakers really do see a future and maybe think that LeBron has another 2 years left in him, that flipping him would be a great move
Yeah.
to build more depth to this team.
Yeah.
And Austin is a great player. He's going to be a great number 3, but he could be more useful as a trade option.
I agree and disagree.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
it's
think
tough.
The Lakers
It's a
are,
tough spot.
I don't think the Lakers are really a championship team this
No,
year.
they're not.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's necessarily the end of the world to play it out this year. LeBron, who knows what happens next
Yeah.
year if he's even playing next year,
And then
if he's on the
evaluate.
Lakers next year, and then Austin Reeves steps up and is the second option. I think
Yeah.
it's not crazy to say that next year another like LeBron a year older can Austin Reeves take the 2 spot from him in that position. So I don't think you have to get too hasty with it. I think you can kind of wait till LeBron is sort of out the door. We know he's close. And then it's kind of an Austin Reeves Luka team. And then you can figure out from there, okay, does this backcourt work together?
Yeah,
Does it not?
Yeah, it all depends on how the front office sees the immediate future of this team.
Yeah. And do they believe that they're a championship?
And
contender
it
this
doesn't
year?
seem like LeBron thinks it's a championship team. And maybe we'll see what he does in the offseason. But I think the Lakers would be smart to keep him and to build a future around him and Luka, because that could be another amazing
Great
backcourt.
I think that's what they're gonna try to
I hope
do.
so.
If I just hope that they don't try and make one last push for LeBron's career, because honestly, if that's what LeBron wants,
They'll do it.
trade him. Trade him to a team
Yeah.
like he's always wanted to play on, like the Warriors.
Okay.
And-
You know where he could really
You
he could
tripping,
use
bro.
some physicality and some
The Cavs.
and some help is the Cleveland
Dude,
Cavaliers.
Oh my!
I mean, all of this
I
sounds.
would
Come
be- I would-
on home, baby.
I would be all up for a Cleveland LeBron
Come
return.
home, LeBron.
I would love that.
Only if Bronny comes with him. Deal.
We'll
But
take
you
them
have to
both.
give up somebody else for Bronny
We'll
as well.
take them both.
Package
We
deal.
need the Jameses back in Cleveland.
Darius Garland and
wow.
and DeAndre Hunter for LeBron James and Bronny James.
No. Give them Jarrett Allen and Max Strus.
So that's not happening. That's just
Oh,
not going.
Realistically, if LeBron were to come back to the Cavs, it would be after this season.
Yeah, and
ends
he would
in
have
his
to take a
contract.
pay
He would-
cut,
He would
yeah.
just take a smaller deal. On
Yeah,
the Cavs.
He
I mean,
has a player option this year, doesn't he? Or does he hit free agency?
no, he's just on a
He's
1
just-
year.
This
He's
is
on a
his
1
last
year.
year of his
Okay.
deal. So
I guarantee you he doesn't re-sign with. I think we just see with his attitude this year, and we'll see when he comes
Yeah.
back how he feels. It just feels like a broken relationship. It feels like two
Yeah.
people you just know are meant to be. So I just think that
We get it. We understand.
yeah, I
It's-
just think
it's-
that it
it's
seems like his time is coming to an end. He got his ring. AD's gone. Luka came in to be the future of this team for the next 10 years, and they're going to be in contention with Luka and Reeves at the helm. So I think LeBron is probably
E-
going to want to get one or two
our
really
OG,
good years in.
our OG
where's he? done?
Ethan in the chat. He said LeBron James will no longer be playing professional basketball after this year. So if you don't want to, try to throw in that
I mean,
final horseshoe for.
There's a chance he wants to retire.
Yeah,
I don't think this is a
don't know.
LeBron statement, but I just think, and I would love to see a player who is either the best or the second best player of all time. I think you do need a retirement year.
Yeah,
I think we should know that it's coming. I think that would be good for the league just to know, and it would be emotional for every stadium he goes to. I remember when Dirk retired. Every time he was leaving a stadium, it was emotional.
That All-Star game was great. That Dirk and D-Wade got to go off.
As good as LeBron to say goodbye, I think the league does deserve that. So I don't think this is his last year. But who knows? If he's just not feeling it and he comes back and he's not looking like himself and he's averaging 14 a game, who says he's not?
He's kind of said he's going to let the basketball decide when he's done playing, and if he comes back from injury and he's takes a step back, then maybe, who knows?
Colin Coward, LeBron, you're good, bro.
We got VJ Edgecombe, dude.
Oh my.
No, okay, but
We got Colin Kniffle.
But this time we might be for real good. We got Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah,
he is
genuine.
this time. He is cold. But yeah, we know. Luka, he's coming back. Shouldn't have. And Flag, he's a point guard. Shouldn't have been. And Austin Reeves is doing good. And we're gonna have to see what LeBron does later. But LeBron has a best friend. Guy that likes to glaze him a lot.
Rich Paul?
No. No.
Damon Jones?
The guy that wishes who was on the banana boat, Draymond Green.
Oh.
Draymond Green. And he went on his podcast to say something crazy. Oh, also former teammate Klay Thompson, by the way, putting up.
I was going to say that when we were talking about the Mavs.
Tony Snell numbers.
The Mavs also, this team does rely on. He was supposed to be their best pure shooter. Coop can develop. AD's not. When Kyrie comes back, Kyrie will be the number one shooter.
Yeah. I mean,
Clay's probably the best shooter on the team right
regardless of anything, Klay Thompson is supposed to be a 3-point shooter.
Come on. You expected him.
Yeah.
You gave him $20 million a year.
Yeah.
You expect him to just be able to sit in a corner on a wing and score 17, 18 points per game, and he's averaging 8.
Yeah.
And they are taking his minutes.
Pal. Trust me, you're not that guy.
And he's shooting 26% from 3 on 5 a game, man.
They're taking his minutes down every game. And
he's
what did Con Kniffle do to this man?
As a Warriors fan,
what did Megan do to this man? Let's talk about it.
It does
Megan
suck
Thee
to see
Stallion.
this as a Warriors fan.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I
think
to
it
see
is
this
time
as an
though.
NBA fan. I mean, obviously more for you guys as Warriors fans, but no one wants to see just this generation that at least all of our age we grew up with.
His last Warrior game was a donut, by the way. Let's not forget about it.
Ethan says in the chat, Klay plays better if he has an actual point guard. What do you guys think about that?
Also true. Also fair. True. But if you're shooting 26%,
but we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like every game that I've watched, he's been getting good looks. It's not like
he's had some good looks.
It's not like he's being forced to take off-balance one-legged threes. Like
no, he's not hitting the catch and shoots.
Yeah,
he was 2 for 10 and 1 for 6 yesterday.
Yeah,
Klay, if you're listening, we'll take you back on a vet minimum.
Hey, everyone, by the way, if you guys are liking what you're hearing and seeing, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe down below. Just thank you so much for all the support. LeBron, if you ever want to come on the podcast, also let us know.
Yep.
We could talk about the gambling scheme.
Tyus Jones, if you want to come on the podcast.
Oh, my God, bro.
Ben Papp says, y'all stop doing that in the chat. What do you guys think about that?
I disagree. I love it.
Dude, we got to keep doing it, man. Just thanking all the viewers.
I love it.
I agree. He's talking to you, Ben Papp. He's talking to you.
He is.
And the Tyus Jones
Tyus
mentioned.
Jones
We know
mentioned.
Ethan. He's talking to you guys, the ones that care.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Draymond Green. Let's go to Klay's former teammate again. Draymond Green, he announced his MVP pick of the year already.
Okay.
And can you guys make a wild guess who it was?
Wardell?
Curry?
Stephen.
He said Stephen Curry. I haven't seen it at all. And maybe in NBA history, a 38-year-old winning MVP, Stephen Curry.
I think he has absolutely no shot of winning MVP.
None.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
No.
I do think, however, I think that Draymond is wrong to say that.
Yeah.
Obviously, and he's saying that because they are
Because he's Draymond.
Yeah.
probably best friends.
He's going to say,
And he's trying to be a good teammate. But I do think he does make the team a lot better, just not in a way like Wemby does, because he's not going to have the consistent production that someone like that does.
Mm-hmm.
But Steph, as he gets older,
Show him.
God damn.
Nah, keep it on that.
Steph, as he
we
gets
like
older,
like the close up.
has really been carrying this team. I think ever since the fourth ring, he's just been stepping up every year, what he does and how good of a leader he can be. But obviously, he's not on MVP level. No. But without him, this team would be absolutely
horrible.
They'd be awful.
Of course,
and I agree. And I think he's been great. He's
been what he needs to be.
Yeah.
Like we saw in the Nuggets game, they needed him to step up, and he did, and he made crazy shots. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna be putting up 2016 Steph numbers.
He's a great player. He's for a 38-year-old. He's doing things that very few people have done at 38. But I think what sets him apart from I would say the consensus top 5 MVP candidates in Shea, Jokic, Giannis, Wemby, and who am I forgetting?
Say it again. Shea,
Luka.
Yeah.
He's
even though the guy's been in MVP talks every single
Steph
year.
is gonna go out there and have nights with I think he did it not tonight but the other night where he put up like 18, and when he's not scoring, obviously he's still affecting the game, but he's not necessarily putting up numbers. Whereas like a Wemby can go out there and maybe he's gonna have 20, 22, but maybe he'll put up 7 blocks and 20 boards with it. And
Wemby's averaging 6.5 stocks.
Yeah, and
it's unbelievable.
Luka's not going to go out there and score 18 points in a game if he's out there.
Like, he's averaging 27 this year on 50, 40, 90, of course.
Yes. Great, yeah.
And if he can continue to do that, I think already we're seeing the 2 greatest old players of all time. Yeah. Steph and LeBron have maintained such a high level.
What about the third?
Not KD.
Kevin Durant? No.
Oh my God.
No, I think KD's longevity is like, it's low-key underrated because we exist with Steph and KD. I mean with Steph and LeBron.
Yeah.
KD has great longevity, although I do have to say, as I said last week, he does look noticeably slower this season.
I think it is just showing what athletes nowadays are able to do. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it was different for football with Tom Brady because it's a very different sport. But nowadays, we're just seeing how if you do spend the money, and teams are spending more money on player health, and you are just able to maintain that ability to score and be physical into your old age. And obviously, Steph is only he's 6'3". He's not only been the greatest point guard, but at his height, which is short for basketball, I think his ability to just continue to play like this year in and year out is just amazing.
Yeah. Ethan says, I've never seen Steph and Braun forget they didn't have a timeout, which is true. Is KD's basketball IQ deteriorating?
Actually,
Tony, what do you think about that?
I do have to go against Steph here for a second because he did, and it almost cost him a playoff game. But
yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I also,
KD sucks.
I get what you're saying about KD being slower, not mentally slower, physically slower.
I don't know, man.
But the man is still averaging 30. He's still averaging 30. He's averaging the most between the 2 players right now. Clearly, LeBron hasn't recorded a game right now, but in a couple of weeks, he's gonna notch number 7 of all time on the scoring list. Is Steph that high on the scoring list? No.
Well, Steph is not that high on the scoring list. It is his fault. But his first 5 years in the league, he was riddled with ankle injuries. Mm-hmm. He almost got traded because of it.
He also he didn't come into the league
like NBA
on the level of KD and LeBron.
Oh yeah.
He was a 7th pick, but at that point he was all shooting. Mm-hmm. And he needed to come along with the defense, and his defense took 8 years to develop, and he's actually still getting better at that. But when he came in the league, he wasn't a bona fide star. He was a prospect that did one thing really well and needed the rest to come along. And it took 5 or 6 years for that ability to come along for him. And since then, I don't know if he scored as much as KD since then. I would actually like to see that number. Yeah. From, let's say, Steph's first MVP season, who scored more
I'd
points?
say it's definitely still KD because Steph hasn't played nearly as many games either.
Yeah, you could argue
KD missed
the season, the 2015 and then the 2020 season might have put him behind a little bit in that active scoring list, but I think it's still.
And I'm actually
and KD in his OKC years, he was averaging 35 one year, 32 the next.
Yeah, and
only
I
32.
think-
I wish he averaged 35, but yeah, it was only 32.
It was 32. I'm sorry.
But
I thought he had 135. I'm sorry.
No, he honestly, whenever I see the all-time scoring list, I just get a little bit surprised that KD's not higher.
I think that if he, just before we move on, I just think that if he were not hurt, he would be probably top 5 right now instead of top 8, and he by the end of his career would probably notch number 2 or maybe even eclipse LeBron. But for most points. But
Say that again.
I think that if he was healthy, he would be number 2 or eclipse LeBron on all-time.
I think he would stick at number 3.
I mean, I could see him getting, because he's so consistent. I mean, every season he's healthy, but
He's not catching broad.
I mean, yeah, that is kind of a if, like, if he played every season, every game, and scored the same every time.
Yeah, and food for thought, as Ethan said, Westbrook has more all-time points than Curry. So
yeah,
which is shocking.
Okay,
it varies. It's
But
not always based.
Yeah,
off
but
of
and like a lot of it is health based.
scoring.
Westbrook had the Superman stretch where I forget the number, but it was a kind of an obscene number of games in a row that he played in. Like something we would
Exactly.
never see today.
Yeah.
Up until when Patrick Beverley dove at his knees. But
Since 2015, Steph Curry scored 22,000 points, and Kevin Durant has scored 16,000.
I mean, it's like I said, those
KD
that-
did miss a whole season.
that whole season, man,
Absolutely. I mean, he
and a
would've
good
scored
chunk of
6,000.
2021. But
Yeah.
if I were to buy into a Steph Curry 2026 campaign MVP,
No.
it would have to be 60+ wins.
Yeah, and
Absolutely, have to.
absolutely, they'd have to be the 1 seed, and
They
that-
could be the 2 seed.
Yeah,
They could be
maybe
the
behind
2 seed,
Thunder,
and it
but,
can still work.
But I don't see a world where the Thunder are a better team and Curry gets it over Shea.
yeah.
Shea's going to put up better numbers. We
Okay,
know
real
this.
quick, are we done with like the 5 seed like teams? Their best player gets the MVP.
No.
Is that still possible now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wembanyama.
I mean, if it's a Wemby
it's Wemby.
6.5 stocks, triple-double season.
I do think what they have to do.
I mean, triple-double, but
I
like,
think what they do
not triple-double.
have to do is it has to be a historic season from the player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And so like a Russ averaging a triple double for the first time and like breaking Oscar Robertson's record, all that stuff. I think it has to be historic, and I think the only guy with a real chance at that right now is Wemby, and his history is going to be as maybe the best two-way season we've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, until he breaks his own. Yeah.
Like he's the only guy with a chance. He's the only guy who impacts the game like that much on both sides of the floor. The only guy who kind of compares to him is Giannis, but Giannis's defense obviously is maybe the second best defender in the league. Isn't even close to Wemby's impact.
Yeah, I think
So-
there's 2 guys that could have a below 4 seed that could maybe get it. Number 1 would be Wemby, just because of what we know he can be, and we've seen how bad the Spurs have been in past years, and just seeing if they make it to the playoffs with how he's playing right now, just like the prospect of the player he can be too will also go into that MVP.
Yeah, and
I think Giannis as well. I think
Maybe.
just you
don't
might
s-
have to have a 4 or a 3 seed for Giannis.
I think it has. If
Yeah,
Giannis
yeah. I
carries
mean,
him
if
to the
Giannis wins
three-
it, it'll have to be a top 3.
But like
yeah.
you said, it depends entirely on the production and if it is a historical season.
Yeah.
If it's not, then it's going to go to a guy like Jokic or Shea, whose
Yeah.
teams are
I
probably
mean,
going to be the
They
1 or 2.
they didn't give
I just-
LeBron an MVP the same thing that he did in 2018 against a guy like James Harden.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even
yeah, because
that,
they were a 4 seed, right?
they were a 4 seed.
Yeah, because
I mean-
it has to be above and beyond.
And-
Yeah,
and
I don't
Jokic-
think Giannis will, like, for the rest of his career, have a season that is so much better than
Yeah.
Shea and Jokic, where he can be
Well,
a
and-
4 seeder.
and Jokic-
yeah.
And Jokic, I think, is at the point that kind of LeBron was at, where once you win your first 2 or 3 MVPs, like
Yeah, it gets tough.
You have to be on one of the best. You got to be on one of the best teams in the league and be having a great season. Because I mean, we've seen Jokic makes history every year, right? But if his team isn't the 1 seed, he's not going to get it anymore because we've given it to him for that reason.
Yep.
So
Yeah, when you see how great a player can be and how good they can make a team, and then they aren't as good as they were and the team isn't, you're probably not going to get an MVP.
Yeah,
and that's
which
why
sucks. Which sucks in my opinion.
I agree. I think
part of me just wishes that the NBA did an Offensive Player of the Year award and separated the MVP from Offensive Player of the Year, just like the NFL. I think that
could be
you
good.
could still satisfy some people in. I mean, you have awards for like Clutch Player of the Year and Dunk of the Year. I think
definitely a bigger issue in the NFL because there's two completely different sides of the ball. And I think offense is so huge in basketball that if you're that good offense, you probably are the MVP. But I think it would be interesting, like if someone like
I could see Curry winning that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Offensive Player of the Year would be interesting because like it just brings up a lot of conversations. Like who could be a guy? Yeah, who could be a guy who's like a New York Knicks Carmelo Anthony,
James
who's
Harden
in the league
James
now?
Harden
Yeah,
would have won so many.
right. Like it's like
on a LeBron run.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a guy like Melo in New York, where like, I mean, he wasn't the MVP, but he would have won Offensive Player of the Year a couple of times. You know,
It also could create a lot of disgusting conversations, like, oh, the guys that can do hezzy tweens, they're better.
Yeah,
they're better.
Bones Highland for Offensive Player of the Year.
Giving it like bag player of the year, deepest bag player of the year.
Jamal Crawford would have won that every
Oh,
year.
dude.
You need to leave.
It could get really disgusting if there was an Offensive Player of the Year. But just I don't know, wanted to get your penny for your
Food for
thought.
thought.
So, but boys, we do have time.
Is it spin the wheel time?
It's
we
spin
go.
the wheel
Here
time.
you go, baby.
We are.
So
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and put who you think you're winning, who's winning today's random player game in the chat right now. And once again, if you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead, like and subscribe every Thursday, baby.
Chat's not gonna like this one.
tonight, just because I don't have the facilities for it, you're just gonna listen to it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, starting off, since our champion Liam, our reigning champion, he beat me last year. He beat me last week. So he will be starting off, and it'll go Edward, then Dash, then myself.
Okay.
All right. The wheel is spinning.
Give me the Cavs, baby.
Ooh, I don't think we've gotten this one. The Indiana Pacers.
Oh,
Okay.
no, we have gotten it.
Oh, we have?
gotten
So, but
it,
yeah, I say we do it. Though.
I think
Yeah,
we
we
can
can do
still
it.
do it. Yeah.
Okay. Reggie.
Which way are we going?
Me?
It's
It's
Liam.
like this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Liam, then Edward, then
Okay.
Dash, then myself.
Okay.
Paul George.
Tyrese.
James Wiseman.
Nemhard.
George Hill.
Roy Hibbert.
Danny Green.
Wait, who'd you say?
Danny Green.
Miles Turner.
He was a Pacer?
I don't think Danny Green.
Danny
was a
Green?
Pacer.
Oh, no, I don't think he was either.
Do you mean
I think you're thinking
of Danny Granger?
Granger.
No!
Dude, yeah, I was like,
knew he
Danny
was
Green was not a. I knew he meant Danny Granger.
Good
I knew he
catch,
meant
dude.
Danny Granger.
I was,
I know
I
you meant
was
Danny
thinking
Granger,
Danny
yeah.
Granger.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That'll
All
get-
right.
Hey, chat flame him for that, man.
Flame him,
Come on,
flame
are you
him, flame
kidding
him.
me?
Oh my God.
Angela has her
Dude, Danny Granger is so
life-saving
good.
on
With
Liam.
the girl there, too, Tony.
Hey,
Come
Liam.
on.
Don't do me like that.
You got-
oh, no.
All my life
You got
saving is on
Angela's
Liam.
life savings.
Oh, God.
On the line.
Just Venmo me your life savings already, man.
We're cooked, bro.
Oh goodness.
Oh, guys.
I'm sorry. I'm
Bro.
sorry, y'all.
Now
That
you
was
need to
We
embarrassing.
need it for the future. Come on. Don't take it from me, please.
All right. Well, we're just gonna continue because that was horrible. I'm out.
I was
so
sitting on some too.
Really? I had nothing.
Tyreek
I was gonna
Evans.
say Danny Granger.
Tyreek Evans was my.
you were.
Yeah, that's why I caught it. I was like,
You don't have to worry about it. Ooh. Damn it! I
Kentucky
want
Raptors.
to play this one. The Los Angeles Clippers.
Oh, I hate this one.
Okay.
not good.
JJ Redick.
I'm covering the shirt.
Jamal
man.
Crawford.
I already know
cover
like
the
10
shirt.
players on that shirt.
Oh yeah,
James
look
Harden.
away.
Wait, what did you say?
I gotta cover my
He
shirt.
said James Harden,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
John Collins.
I got the whole Clippers roster on my.
DeAndre Jordan,
Clock's ticking.
Damn. All right. I wasn't. I was
Oh,
talking to Tony.
too
I
bad.
didn't
Hurry
hear.
up,
that.
hurry up.
John Collins.
I said that.
Stadium Post, dude.
I was
Stay, no.
Do I gotta put a flag on the play?
No.
I feel like that's an interference from Tony from the booth, man.
Cause he was showing me the shirt.
All right, spin a different team.
I
Spin a
didn't.
different
I
team.
didn't.
I'm sorry.
I
There
did
is
not
no
hear you.
Spin a
way
different
John
team.
Collins was your player, and that's
Dude,
who I
spin a
said.
different
That's
team.
crazy.
That
Spin a
is
different
kind of
team.
great. Interlink, baby. Let's
They're
go.
gonna
same
think that
page.
this is Mickey Mouse in the chat.
I was between
Mickey
John Collins or Chris
Mouse.
Dunn, and I was like, I low-key feel like
If-
Liam would
if
say
he-
6 7 7 6
if
7
he
7
wins this,
6
there's
7
an
7
asterisk
6
on it.
7.
There's an
no
asterisk.
asterisk.
This is
It's-
an asterisk.
It's
shit.
like the bubble ring.
Already.
It's like the Bucks.
There is no asterisk on that.
This is the bubble ring right here.
All right, fine. This one there can't be an. This one you guys.
But
have
by
to
the way,
figure it out.
bubble ring is legitimate.
Agreed.
So, yeah,
I
okay.
agree.
Yeah.
Of course. Unless you're
Okay,
asking
who's the
Ben
team?
Pep. The Detroit Pistons.
Gross.
All right.
The gambling man himself, Chauncey.
Ooh, Rip Hamilton.
Ben Wallace. We're going old school.
Isaiah Thomas.
Joe Dumars.
All right, I'm gonna switch it up. Cade.
Asor.
A sword.
Manute Bull. He was
Yes, he was a no.
no, he was a
no.
bullet.
Yeah,
No.
Washington, buddy. Sorry.
Damn it.
Dude, I had.
I'm sorry.
I had so many.
I tried to get fancy with it, and I just
I understood.
I was thinking
I
of their
understood
whole
the-
2016 roster. I was gonna go KCP, Andre Drummond,
that was so bad.
Blake Griffin.
Ish Smith.
I tried it. That's why you never get fancy, kids.
Hey, it's okay. You
Just
were
make the
thinking.
right hand
You were
layup.
thinking of
The
the
fundamentals,
red,
man.
white, and blue
Yeah,
team. I
fundamentals.
get it.
It's
I
brutal.
get it. All right. Next up.
Shout out Pistons. Blake Griffin.
Yeah, that's what I would have said immediately. The Memphis Grizzlies.
Do we want to do another spin? Because we did.
We
This
did
one.
do the Grizzlies.
Can we get another spin on that?
This wheel sucks, by the way.
You're gonna regret it if we.
Angela
if we
said,
get Cavs.
Angela said,
lost.
Liam, if you lose, I'm breaking up with you.
You
All right.
By the way.
I don't think we've done
did
this
not
one.
lose.
The Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
All right. Liam,
All right,
you're up to
start us
start.
Mutombo.
Jokic.
Murray.
KCP.
Michael Porter Jr.
Cam Johnson.
Liam, switch between their cameras. Between the
Aaron Gordon. I think this is too fast.
Ty Lawson.
Paul Millsap.
Aaron Aflalo.
Donovan Mitchell.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Bruce Brown.
Ooh.
DeAndre Jordan.
J.R. Smith.
Carmelo Anthony.
KCP.
I said that.
your relationship is over.
All over.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
lose, man.
Damn. Was incredible. I got the camera. I got the close up and everything of that
dude,
stadium pulse.
We had. That was a.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yo, great game. Great game. Hey, like and subscribe for that amazing game. man.
It was a
What
great
was I
one.
thinking of?
That was a good game.
I do like some Nuggets action.
That was good.
That was great. That was really good.
We didn't even say Christian Brown.
No, I
know
know.
how I
You
forgot
said
that.
Bruce Brown and then
And
no
then
Christian
it didn't
Brown.
cross my mind.
I always try to think of like.
We didn't even say
10
Wes
years ago
Unseld.
rosters.
I know. It's okay, Edward. We both said players that we thought were on.
I got Ty Lawson and Aaron Aflalo though. That was my favorite Nuggets team.
Bro, we didn't even say
think
Fat
that was like
Lever,
2K.
dude.
Oh, I should have said like Iguodala and
The heck?
Nurkic.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a lot. Oh, Nurkic,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
All right. Well, since you won today, Dash, take us away, man.
All right, hey, thank you guys for tuning in this week. Tune in next week again. We might be in costumes next week. I know
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a
I
delay.
know it's a little abnormal,
You
but
You guys are
we're
going to want to
gonna-
tune in. We're going to have great stuff for you next week, as always. And see you later.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Happy Halloween.
Yeah.